16. Seriously. The game released August the 3rd. Yesterday I didn't play, I skipped yesterday. And today is the day 16 of Baldur's Gate 3. It's the day 17 since the release. But it's my day 16 that I'm playing with my Seldarine Drow. Did I answer your question? Your Mind Flare coin. That's the one. The autosave. Oh no, I need this. I need this save. This one here. So good. Oh, okay, yeah. And let's go more Baldur's. Dude, the game is so good that it's making me break my playthrough of Path of Exile. This never happened. Never happened. Not since the stream started 2 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. No, 2 years ago. 2 years and a half ago. Not since I started playing Path of Exile. The moments that a league started, no other game would break my flow of days and weeks into the league. And it's not that it's bad, the league's not bad. It's just that Baldur's Gate 3 is too good. What was I doing? I was in the lodge, I had just talked to the guy that was the egg. So he had overcame being an egg.
I don't need any attention right now.
Can I loot this shit? Broken Parasite's jar? Put on the cracked rim of the broken jar, the tadpole's lifeless tapered body has been robbed of any danger or use might have posed. Oh. Okay. The pilgrimage to Graven Hollow? A personal account of the pilgrimage to Graven Hollow undertaken by members of the Society of Brilliance in the early 1490s DR, as told by the Troglodytes Chris, including the story of Gazrim's Ring, dedicated to the families of the members who ventured bravely in pursuit of knowledge and never returned, published in the original Undercommon, later translated to Common. Oh yeah, there's a language called Undercommon that basically is the language spoken in the Underdark. I'll keep looting the place because I want lore. A study of ores? That's new, that is new. A curiosity passionate collection of research notes about ores. Of most surprise to me is the above grounder's enthusiasm for gold and silver. Such metals have neither the practical benefits of mithril, nor the astonishing properties of Hizakkur, and yet are coveted as if they were the output of Moradin's own forge. Either the above grounders are deluded or they're onto something. Only one way to find out. I've acquired some samples for testing. For now, these are stored in a private room. But should they prove to be as valuable as the denizens of the world above would have us think, I suppose I shall have to transfer them to an even more secure location. Okay. So this was the room that had the portal, right? How can there be more things, man, and I'm missing out? It's insane how this book is urban exploration of the Undercity. Oh, shit. Intrepid hobbyists who pursue the urban exploration of Baldur's Gate will find no greater challenge than that offered by discovering the dark realm beneath the city's streets. Everyone knows, of course, that the city's sanitation needs are served by extensive sewer tunnels through which water flows, carrying wastes downhill into Grey Harbor. Once you find your way into these sewers through one of the round street access hatches, you will enter a noisome but intriguing domain, haunted mainly by the half-civilized kobold tribe that maintains the pipes and culverts, and somewhere hidden in its far corners, the sewers are said to connect to the long-forgotten tunnels of the truly haunted Undercity ruins. It's thrilling to think about exploring that dangerous region, But for liability reasons, this author cannot recommend it. Okay. The lodge quarters. Right. So nothing more here.
Can't slow down.
You have the portal here. Did I enter the portal already and did the situation? I did, right? Yeah, nothing new. Everybody's dead. The guy is there, lost, like oblivious.
Perhaps it is easier to be good when you are alone.
Yes. But then what's the point? What? What spiritual use are you going to get when you're good alone? Right, so this was the lodge. Dude, look how large this city is. There's more. But here, so the streets I explored until here, and then I never entered this house here. Let me enter the Row's. New word. Let me enter the house right in front of the castle. This house.
You, villain. City will need even more skilled watchers with folks like you causing havoc.
Oh my god, she was talking to me. Pig.
Oi! Stop a moment. Right. You look harmless enough. The commander keeps an open house, so you may pass.
The commander? Who's the commander?
That's secret. And anyway, she's away, so Ryan's in charge. So be nice to Ryan, or I'll kick you out.
Alright, so let's talk to Ryan then. Harper reports, no leads. Elarthin residence.
Elarthin residence.
Harper reports, no leads. Hi Harper, I'm sorry to report that we've had no leads on the boys' parents. They were indeed among the first taken by the coast, then their trail has long gone cold. It's a grim thought, but perhaps they were deemed unworthy of ascending, and sent to serve the coast's purpose in some other way. I hope he's settling in there. It may well be he has nowhere else to go.
Trust no one.
Can you open the lock of a...
Simple.
Okay, if it's not illegal, I'll be doing it, of course. Letter to Ryan. A letter stamped with the Harper seal. Ryan, we have also had no further word from the High Harper since she gathered her forces and struck out east. While her sending to you is certainly concerning, she made no such contact with us. And I cannot believe the Shahir we know would fail to pass on all she knew if she truly believed the end was at hand. Your mother will be fine, she always is. Padges Ree, High Harper of Cloakwood Chapter. So I can click on shit inside of a person's house. Alright. I'll definitely be doing that.
That might be worth a look.
What was it? What was it? I was behind the curtain, wasn't it? So... Lose blank. You have to press Alt. You press Alt and then things appear. For example, this lose blank. Unsent sending. Oh. A short note marked up as a professional sending, a magical message of up to 25 words intended to find the recipient wherever they might be. This copy was never given over to a cleric for delivery. So, the game tries to explain what a sending is, and I think it does a good job. Ascending is a spell that you cast. After you cast the spell, you have to compose a message of up to 25 words. And then after you compose this message, you choose a recipient, a person that will receive this message. It can be miles away, can be in other continent even. And then, but I think the prerequisite is that you know the person. So the person receives the sending as a message spoken in the mage's voice, right? After that, the recipient has the right to answer one time with another sentence, another phrase that contains up to 25 words. That's the sending of the version of the game that I played. I don't know about the mechanics of the sending of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, because I never played Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. But it's probably like this. It's probably everything very, very cool. And that's how high fantasy was used to long communication in this high fantasy setting, high magic setting, okay? No, I don't know what to do, so come back and tell me, or I'll come find you. Death will not protect you, idiot. Okay. Bit of tense there. Mysterious moonshade. Blended families of the deer. Don't swallow the specimen. So let's go for a little more lore, as usual. Too loud. I have here the Moonshine Owls. They're very famous for containing lycanthropes. You have here, okay, Baldur's Gate, right? Here, Baldur's Gate, right? And then we arrive here in the middle of here, Chantar, we make our way here. The Moonrise Towers is probably around here. And these are the Moonshine Owls. Look, the Moonshine Owls. We have Northland, Moray, Buenos, Snowdown, Alaron, Coding Archipelago, Caracal Deer. Oh, this is so beautiful. Let me show. No, it's the opposite. No, this one. The capital city. Of the folk people on the moon folk. What the fuck? Moonshine Islands. Very cool, man. Very cool. We have the map, we have sorts of things. It's pretty cool. It's in the islands. F-folk. The race of humans that inhabited the Moonshine Island alongside the Northlanders. The F-folk. How do you pronounce this shit? There's just two F's initiating the word folk. The F-folk inhabited the southern parts of the Moonshines, including flame-stirred Moray, Snowdown, and Sunset, in the southern parts of Alaron and Guinness. Their society was mainly agriculture and was ruled by a high king or queen who resided in Carcaldi, the capital of the F-folk. How do you pronounce this shit? I have no idea. Well, let's continue. Mysterious Moonshade. This book gives pompous but informative insight into Moonshade Isles, an archipelago located west of the Sword Coast. One excerpt reads, Konome, a queen of the swollen muscled giants called Fomorians, found her way to the Moonshine Islands of Oman. Along with her loyal king, she proceeded to conquer Oman. In this author's humble opinion, the continued transgression of the Feywild, such as Konome's incursion into our realm, is a slight upon a rational thinker's pride. The duty shall fall to capable individuals to boat or fly, or swim so long as they move, to Oman and any such fey-infested place, and rebuke this impertinence with great verve and vigor. We have the landed families of Tethir. Now we have here Tethir. You have Baldur's Gate being a city-state. Okay, there are many city-states in this game. We have Waterdeep, you have Neverwinter, you have Luskan, you have Silver Moon. Okay, even though Silver Moon is in a place called the Silver Marches, it's not necessarily a state. You have Kalount, Tantros, Ravens Bluff, Procampur. You have Verpintalar, Deltante, Loudcond, Escalante, and many more that I don't even have in my top of my head now. City-states are very common. So Baldur's Gate here is a city-state. El Torel is a city-state. The realm is called Elturgard, but it's not even in the map. Do you see here? It's not in the map. So El Torel has an army, and they have been pushing their boundaries like in all directions, but then they got fucked because of the crisis of Avernus there, the first layer of hell that they were teleporting and so on and so forth. And then you have some realms. So you have Anne, and you have Tethir here. You have Kalinshan. They're all in the south. So Anne is very commercial, Veyron. So people from Ad Katla here, for example, are very rich. The city is known to be very rich. And people from there have money to spend. They are, I don't know, master traders. And Tethir and Kalinshan are known to be the lands of intrigue. I think I have a map here. The name of the map is Lands of Intrigue. Look, the name of the map, landsofIntrigue.jpg. It's Kalinshan and Tethir. So you have all of the things going on here. The Lands of Intrigue. So cool. Alright. A ledger detailing the lineage of the noble families of Tethir, abruptly cutting off out-of-date marked the 10 black days of Elate. Looping, hand-drawn diagrams pick up below, tracing tenuous connections between names. Framed alongside the notes in the same hand. If Jaheira won't trace her roots, then I will. Cool. And then don't solo this... Man, the roots of Jaheira? The roots of Jaheira. Don't solo the specimen. In his third work, Don't Swallow the Specimen, even if you have just had an overspiced curry and it looks like it might help, Professor Odlimunko Shrewsbury lays out in languid detail his experiences cataloging the many plants and mushrooms he encountered across the mischievous Twilight forest of the Feywild. He reports the fact that weave moss common to the Sword Coast has its origins in the Feywild, which explains its tendency to germinate near sources of magic on Toril. The properties of the acorn truffle, when carefully inculcated into the alchemy process, i.e. it can be used for a potion that allows the drinkers to speak to animals, and many more things besides over the stretch of now that's simply ridiculous. 6,000 pages? 6,000 pages? Yeah, that's definitely ridiculous. What the fuck? How do you even have a book with 6,000 pages? What? Battle plans. A yellowed manual outlining stuffy combat forms. Fig has added her own embellishments and looping, colorful drawings of her family members. One last entry stands out, an angry face in a perfect circle, shouting, "Go for the eyes!" Okay. A Lara Thing residence backdoor key. Okay, I unlocked this backdoor key. This backdoor and I exited the house. Now I want to go to the second floor of the house. Second floor. Wait, what? No, we entered through here, but I never... Autumn corpse. Shelves. There's some food. Mushroom soup. Mushroom soup is the white bread. And of course, there's people to talk. If you Belladonna Murderess, a pouch. Dwarven taxonomy, beer, Dome of Fire Evocation, Prescribed Sanding. Jesus, man, there's a lot. I mean, I'm not complaining. Give me more. Battle plans. A yellowed man. No, I just got this. Dwarven taxonomy. This species taxonomy by Reginald Cultural Eavesdropper really gives a full and complete categorization of dwarves, from the gust-wrinkled pale Arctic dwarves to the tanned green rift and gold dwarves, to the once enslaved dwergar, to the tall and gregarious shield dwarves, to the underdark dwelling Urdonir, to the brilliantly adaptive and culturally rich wild dwarves living in the jungles of Koch. Domovoy Invocation. A flat piece of parchment bearing a name-day blessing. It appears to make an offering to a domovoy, some manner of Russian Mar, household spirits thought to shower the lucky celebrating gifts. It is signed only M, along with a small drawing of a robot, lined with what appears to be actual fur. And we have transcribed sending. I'm sorry, you know what to do. Okay. It's like a books. Flow of the Chontar. Haven't I read this? Let me see. Here you find a rich history of the Chontar River. Evidently flowed through half a dozen settlements, more and more springing up over time. And the picture this book evokes is that lasts 100 years. One of barges drifting over the orange water under a burning autumn sky, and the barges smelling of casket wine, salted pork, exciting spices, less exciting spices like rosemary, which is still fragrant and nice, but altogether not terribly exciting, and children running barefoot by the banks, waving to the grinning, sweating sailors from their play among the river reeds. What is interesting is that this here, in brackets, is the description of the book. So the description of the book is that in the game, in the realm, in the reality of the game, my character picked up the book and browsed through it. Maybe read a bit, maybe read it all. And then my character made an opinion about the book. It's in brackets. That's the assumption of the immersion. But in the end of the day, this is an employee or a team of Larian Studios making the opinion and giving it to us so that we have it's so cool. They don't like rosemary. What is wrong with you guys that you don't like rosemary? Cupboard. Now let's talk to the people here. We have Jord.
If you hear about the vines, I've cleared them off the neighboring houses already. Can't promise it'll be the last time. The druid's away for a while. I'm just her son, and apprentice too, for my sins.
Why would this place... Cool. Why would this place need a druid? It's a house in the middle of the city.
Ah, you think like my mother. That's why she keeps a small grove here. To return nature to the unnatural. Me? I don't think nature ever left. People lay down cobbles, aye. But seeds still sprout between the cracks.
Who's your mother?
Oh, I took you for a friend of hers. The druid.
Oh shit.
Jahira?
I know Jahira, we're traveling together in fact.
What? You know where my mum is? Tell Ryan, quickly.
Okay. Ryan?
Make a habit of just letting yourself into people's homes, do you? My mother's not here, if that's who you've come to see.
Wait, I know Jahira. I've just returned to the city with her.
She's alive? Who are you to her? A harper?
Friend, Though maybe not so close as I'd hoped. She never mentioned you.
Don't be too wounded. Up until this moment, she was missing. Presumed dead out in the Shadowlands. But she's alive. Everyone! She's alive! Bring her here so we can kill her.
This is awesome. Oh shit, now let me talk to the Jetson here.
Greetings, sir. You have not been announced to this court, and we deign not to speak with thee.
And then I'm going to check the second floor, and then I'm bringing Jaira here. It's awesome. Bring her here so we can kill her. Brilliant. Oak door. It's probably her bedroom. Saw the maimed god. Reading like a strange cross between a warped confession and a manifesto. This text was written by a paladin who broke his oath of justice and celibacy to Tyr. After years of devotion, it seems the man grew very sullen with the state of his life. People did not like his religious ardor, not the ardor itself, but the stringency of his tone. Evidently got drunk one night in spring and attacked a young woman walking the streets of her hometown. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. Gelded? What? Deprived of vitality. Okay. So he was castrated.
Geld.
Alright. Ironically, he was gelded by the authorities, ensuring his continued devotion to celibacy, if not justice. What the fuck? Alright. Oh. The Forgotten Forest. A dark children's picture book featuring a host of animal friends helping one another survive a forbidding forest. At just the moments where it seems the villains have the advantage, a childish hand has drawn a cranky old elven woman, beating them about the head with a stick. Alright. And we have poor Tate here.
You're not meant to be here.
I'm going to be there in a second, brother. I'll bring your mother here to see you. Yeah, these are just cookies. Going to camp. We are going to substitute Astarion for her.
Yes. Darling, it sounds...
Speak.
Met your family. Ryan is rather keen to see you.
Ah. You've wandered far in my absence. And now you come to march me to the gallows, is it? Come on, then. Likely you have some pointed questions. But you shall have to get in line behind my dear, dear daughter. Speak.
I wanted you to ask you
Ask it.
something. No, let's just join.
As you wish.
And she needs to level up too. I'm going to select
Yes?
her and talk to everybody.
I hope you were hibernating, little cub. I can't think of another reason you wouldn't come down to say hello.
Jaheira! I didn't want to see if you were really dead. They said...
Who said?
Jord and Ryan. They didn't think I could hear.
You little sneak thief? Well, they were wrong. Look! Not dead. I just... had a few adventures. Like,
I freed a pixie from a magic lamp. She was awful.
never planning on letting that go, are you?
Oh no, she tried to kill me. She tried to kill me. For the pixie.
Really?
Now, cub. Solitude is a wonderful thing, but not too much. Come downstairs and fight with your sisters.
Wait. Here. I was... keeping this safe.
My Harper pin. Oh, was a certain little sneak thief playing down in my sanctuary?
No.
This Harper pin opens more doors than most. Come down to my study and see if you can figure it out.
Okay, I have to take notes.
On my way.
What a surprise.
Ah, Mahler's mark, an ambush.
Are we quite sure she hasn't actually died this time, brother? She looks dead.
Smells it too. Ooh.
It has been a hard road. But I can clip you both around the ear to prove I am no ghost. If it would help.
Forgive us, Mother. We're just surprised you still know how to find your way home.
It's a beautiful home. I figured... No, stay out of it. Stay out.
A sending spell can carry 25 words. Do you know how many Jaheira's only message contained? In all this time she's been away? 7.
What did she say?
The message went, I'm sorry, you know what to do.
So why haven't you done it? You were supposed to get the young ones out of the city.
And you were supposed to be dead. That's what your oh-so-stoic message meant, yes? Yet here you are. So, what happened out there?
I got my skin saved by this one. We've come to take the fight to the cult. Which is exactly why you all cannot be here.
Why? You plan on winning, don't you? You're the one who saved her, so tell me. Are we all doomed?
Should really just listen to your mother.
Oh, the one stern parent is quite enough, thank you very much.
You are a very irritating girl.
This isn't your house, remember? You'll keep a civil tongue under our roof if we let you stay at all.
Have mercy, sister. She's old, after all.
So old! Seems I'm outvoted. See, Mother? That is how you go about talking things through with your family. Now, if there's more to discuss, then bloody well come in. And wipe your boots.
Very cool. Let's talk to them.
I take no responsibility for your plants. You know I'm more of a mushroom man.
You've let my study turn into a thicket. Is this what I am hearing?
I tended to it. I just let it thrive in its own independence. You know, same way you raised us.
I raised you to be a sweet and kind boy. What happened?
I watched what you did instead of listening to what you said. This house has taken in a lot of children over the years. Mother dear was sometimes more commander than, well, mother dear.
So you owed Jahir's words?
Wards, family, lifelong irritants. Use whichever term you wish.
We were down the market when I was about 9 years old. Some merchant started in with the usual. Yes, but where's your family? Whose son are you, really? When Mother was done with him, well, let's say he won't have any sons of his own to worry about.
Oh shit.
Nature's law in action.
Okay, she's a little ruthless. Or maybe
Coming along nicely
too
there,
ruthless.
Good, strong roots.
Not
Just
A fine day to you, sir. Are you known to this court?
court, like a court of law.
Ugh! A ruffian has breached the manor. I shall have the girl at the door beaten, her hair pulled.
Jessim discovered an old family tree in my study. We haven't had a moment's peace since.
Tetherian nobility. You might be royalty, Jahira. You don't want to be queen, of course, and Ryon curses too much, so it would have to be me.
Careful, girl. They have a habit of taking against tyrants there.
Huh. I'm not a tyrant. If anyone calls me one, I'll have Fig chop their head off.
Okay. This is so cool. I have Fig here.
Commander!
Spare me your salutes, guardswoman. You let us slip right past you.
Did not, Commander. Smelled you coming. Your friend, too. Druidy smell.
Such keen senses. I suppose you're up to keep guarding them all while I'm away.
Can I have a real sword?
No.
Fine.
Fine.
Don't tell Mother.
And I have Ryon here.
No arguing. Just tell me you're well.
I am well.
And Mince?
We're working on it.
You'll get him back. I owe him a kicking for showing Fig how to throw hatchets. So, this cult. What's our plan?
I'm not fool enough to think I can change your mind. But if you're staying, I don't want you taking up arms. There are other ways to fight.
Really? Like what?
There are refugees outside the walls. They'll need protection. Killers. This place could serve as a hospital. Ignore Jahir if he comes to it. Pick up a sword. Prayer. Oh, healers. This place could serve as a hospital.
A fair point. Though I'll leave the herb lore to Jord. I was always better at breaking bones than mending them.
I remember. The very reason George had so many patients to hone his craft on.
If I have to stay home and babysit, then it's your job to make sure there's still a home to look after. Take what you need, and we'll do the grand reunion when you come back for good. So, lovely as it is to have you back, Mother. Go away. You have work to do.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Very
Wait,
cool, man.
one more thing. There are doppelgangers among the cult. Be on your guard.
Huh. All right, then. If you turn up looking for hugs and kisses, I'll be sure to shoot first.
That's my girl.
You will be.
Very cool. Now the study. Let's check the rest of the study. Correspondence from Theodore Wessel. Here, I will of course be happy to look in on the children in your absence. Though I'd remind you that Ryan and George are now twice my height and all too happy to remind me of it. Whatever business you're off on, take care. If the children take into their heads to go herring off to hell, I won't be able to stop them, nor will I try to. Theodore. Disappearances in the city. Yeah, I've read that. It's about the Seldarine situation. The people that are out now. Oh, insert item? What? What is this here?
Those leaves are a little
Hey,
dark.
she is here. She should know.
Bad soil?
Final warning.
Don't tell Mother.
A missive printed beneath the burning emblem of the Flaming Fists. Flaming Fists. Deep quills lashes indicate a certain level of irritation on the part of the writer. Resident of Elarathin House. I will remind you, once again, that the guardianship of the lower city falls exclusive to the Flaming Fist. With additional support from the Neo Steel Watch, we do not require the assistance of any private citizens. The settling of street disputes, no matter how extreme those citizens deem the Watch's response to be. George, we've been happy to overlook your mother's association with a certain illegal organization due to your family's service to the city. Do not make us regret it. Ryan, if you're so keen to bust a few skulls, then you are welcome to re-enlist. Signed, Manip Regis, Blomebridge Garrison. Clipping, Baldur's Mouth. A faded cutting from the city's circular Baldur's Mouth. Beloved Ranger Bewitched. Citizens of the city were stunned to find a local landmark absent when the sun rose over the wide this morning. The beloved Ranger, a statue dedicated to a hero of the city, was removed from its perch overnight. Reports of a struggle and sounds of battle during the dark hours. The city watch had no comment to add, but the market square told a clear tale of smashed cobblestones, scorched tiling, and blood-speckled stones. Whatever force wrested the ranger from his perch, he did not go quietly. Alright. And what about this study? Why can I hold...
Save some for the others, alright?
Is this the Harper's beam?
Those leaves are a little darker than I'd like, Felices.
It is.
Bad soil? Don't tell Mother.
Ah, I wondered if it would take you long to spot.
Jada's hideout entrance. Oh, lots of cat hair on my mouse pad. Oh, we have a hideout of Jaheira here.
Should mind my step.
Oh shit.
Pay no mind to those. You're probably safe so long as I am here. But if you do not trust me, take the weight from the pressure plate there.
Roasted orb. Oh. What a large hideout.
Have no fear. Drafts aren't meant for you. But, better to stick close, eh?
Close to her.
The only patch of wilderness this city permits me.
My god, it's
There
beautiful.
ought to be supplies here to aid us.
And it's underground. We have Postmaster Badger.
The Archdruid's eyes and ears have fallen away in her absence. I'm training new ones.
Very cool. Messenger Rat.
There's been killings in a
holy place stinks of incense and blood.
I bring word of gnomes. Gnomes in the sea.
Down by the Blushing Mermaid, there's a stink of something fey. Smell of arse, too. But Boss doesn't care about that.
Smells of arse. Man, this is large. The Harpers. The Harpers are a secretive organization whose main purpose is the preservation of all things good and right in the world. They outfox evil at every turn, through shrewd fighting or cunning political maneuver, and though they are not well organized, how could they be, with many members utterly ignorant of their identity of the identity of those they might claim as allies? They are united in purpose and goal. One Harper agent deployed correctly in a conflict often achieves the same results as a loosed army. Nice.
It looks so small from here.
Hey, where's your here? And why did we lose like a perception test or something? Everybody's losing the perception test? What the fuck? Kinda like Mal Jahira. Shadowheart.
A long way to go still. I must keep going.
No, everybody failed. No, no, I didn't fail. I didn't fail.
What to do?
So what is it that I have to see?
Step carefully.
Oh.
There's a trap.
Seriously, Jahida? So you wouldn't talk about this trap? What the fuck? I mean, the hideout is hers. She's right here with me. And she won't tell me about the traps. The Bowspawn Saga Part 1. A popular novel, thin and cheaply made, dramatizing the events of the Bowspawn crisis, Jahira appears to have added her own annotations, variously amused and outraged at the more egregious flights of fancy. My dearest wife. Dearest wife? What? Since you forbidden the writing of poems, I had to get creative this year. I tracked down a retired Cormyrean board used with magical method of transferring mental imagery to parchment. The art is imperfect, and perhaps better suited to espionage than name day gifts. With all my love and from a safe distance, Khalid. Beneath the note, a small inked picture of a smiling couple. Their mouths gape far too widely, their joints twisting ever so slightly, but beneath distorted brows you can just about make out a much younger Jahira and a bearded man wearing a harper pin. Oh shit.
Speak.
Why didn't you tell me about your family?
I have given you much reason to think that Harpers hoard secrets like precious stones, but I promise you, this was not some intrigue. Just, plain and simple foolishness. As if by keeping clear of my family, I might keep them clear of the cult in turn. And if this fight were to go against us, well, We had already done their mourning. Why visit it on them twice?
Admit it, you were just afraid of Ryan.
Of course I was. You met her, did you not? The girl had opinions before she had teeth. I was wrong to think I could keep my children from this fight. They're Baldorian born and bred. The only damned reason I root myself in this place. This city is a cesspit. An open sewer of the soul that taints us with its filth and churns us out when all that is good has been stripped away. It also happens to be their home. And so it is mine. Ugh. That might be the first time I have said that out loud. Now come. We had best get to saving it. Lest Ryan turn her ire on us both.
Yes, for something. No mention of the husbands. No, let me give these notes to her.
Hmm?
And I read you here. Nothing happens. No nostalgia,
Things have
nothing.
stayed interesting.
But it's nice to see. Burlap sound. Current access. The Bounce Saga Part 2. And I'm encumbered again. A popular novel seen and cheaply made, dramatizing the events of the Ballspawn crisis. Jaheira appears to have added her own annotations, variously amused and outraged at the more egregious flights of fancy. Part 2. Dramatizing the adventures of Ballspawn in Yat-Katla, after the defeat of Sarevok and Shev. The early chapters have been defaced and some even torn out. And I'm encumbered. As usual. With the drugs here to 20 years too. Upper speed. Bunch of scrolls.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Newspapers.
Keen eye. But if it's supplies you seek, weapons to aid in our fight, you won't find them behind that door. There is nothing back there of worth to anyone but me.
I also hide all my worthless things behind secret doors.
It should be no surprise to you that Harpers like to hold their secrets close. Whether there is sense in it or not. On my word, all you will find inside is dust. And the moldering keepsakes of a much younger woman. But, do as you will. I have nothing to hide. And I have been content to follow your lead so far.
Fuck. She says what you say and then doesn't give me the keys? Come on, dude. I mean, let me click on her and see if she can open it. Really? Not her?
No time to rest.
Nobody has thieves' tools.
Hey, good looking.
Oh, come on.
Never a dull moment.
What? She's here! Why can't she open this? I have to go in the camp. Oh, come on. I have to bring Astarion. This is bullshit.
Soldier?
Let's click. So what do you think of your hero Jaheira's house?
I don't know what I was expecting. Something beyond real. My life would have been so different if I ended up working for her instead of Gortash. Looking after these kids. Making a difference. Maybe in the next life.
Okay.
Jaheira's adept at keeping secrets, and for good reason. She was wise to try and keep her family safe. I just wish I could have done the same.
Speak.
There. Now I'm going to leave Shadowheart behind and bring Astarion.
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
It's the first time that I
If you're sure.
ask her.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Everybody gets pissed to be left behind.
You know, I never dreamed our noble Jaheira would be such a terrible, terrible mother. It's nice to see heroes are as awful as the rest of us, hmm?
I need you, my party. Let's go.
Lead.
A natural impulse to try and shield one's loved ones from danger, especially when you feel a moral compunction to run headfirst towards it. I suspect any child of Jaheira's will share her self-destructive sense of justice. But at least her words give them pause for thought.
Hey, you.
Okay, nothing special here. I talked to the members about Jaheira. Can I talk to the Duke?
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections.
Council Floric will be relieved to hear that you're alright.
Hells, Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her.
Oh. That's a bug. Let me report the bug, right? Because we freed her. What bug? Baldur's Gate 3. Let's see. My name. Blocker bug crash feedback order. Bug. Topic. Duke order. Lines. When Duke gets questions about Floric, there is no indication from us or him, but she's already being... Because she's already being released. When Duke gets question about Floric, he asks us to release her from prison. There's no indication that she's already been released from the conversation options. Game version now that goes to B 4.1.1.364 8072, and we need a save for that, right? Let's find the save now. Users, me, app data, local. Now it's C2 points. Users, me, app data, local. Larian Studios. Baldur's Gate 3. I think the second one. And Studios Launcher. Where's the first one? Baldur's Gate 3. Player profiles. Public. Save games. Story. Date modified. The Lodge Quarters. That's the one. Submit. Good. I wasn't planning on going that way, but I'll see what I can do.
Please. Floric's a great friend to me, and a great friend to the city. She'll make a stalwart ally for you.
Oh, now she's free. I sent the bug and... oh, fuck. Floric is free. She's gathering allies as we speak.
Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command.
I sent a bug that was
guide her steps.
You're watching this popcorn. How the Absolute cultists captured you?
I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat. Before I fell, I awoke in Moonrise Towers. Inside one of those damnable pods. The rest, well, the rest goes without saying.
What was your business in Elturel?
A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer. Only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the hells. I've been touched by Avernus. Been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places. Other days.
I read The Legend of Ansur. What do you make of it?
It is no legend. Ansur does sleep beneath the rock and will come to the city's aid when it is in need. He is oath-bound to do so.
Leave. Alright.
Jaheira would do anything to see her family safe. They're lucky to have her, and she's lucky to have them.
Well, the legend
it's not
is
just a legend, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's Rock Prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches are light, and Worm's eyes shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Balduran's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the dead Three's chosen raised the city.
Jaheira's family is a creditor. She's wise to keep them secret. Safe. I was never afforded a chance to start a family of my own. Serving nature always had to come first.
Okay. I need to go to bed very fast, and I'm back very soon. Oh, I forgot my water, my water. né? Tá tudo muito gostoso, né? Até o piar, né? Piar? Piaba. Let's go. Now, leave, because we have to open that thing with Astarion, and then I come back. Oh, shit.
Watch your back. There. Easy.
No one's stopped me yet. What the hell?
There are traps about.
Traps? Where? Oh, Belm, very rare, and Staff of the Ram. Belm's a sword +2. Staff of the Ram. Once per turn, the blow possibly knocks a foe back 2 meters and stuns them. This has no effect on dragons or huge creatures. Dragons or huge creatures? Does it mean we are going to face fucking dragons? Right of the timeless body.
Right of the timeless body. What's that about? I'd best.
Scroll covered in intricate drawings, detailing an arcane protection ritual. A confused spread of cryptic symbols cobbled together by the same hand, seemingly over years. Neat notations impose order on the chaotic sketches, describing some manner of druidic ritual, its purpose unclear and its practice incomplete.
Speak.
I found a strange scroll in your sanctuary, something about a timeless body?
The threat of spanking never kept the children from poking through my things. Why should it deter you? It is a ritual, or it describes one at least, practiced by druids of certain esoteric circles. If they be learned and powerful enough, the practitioner of this ritual might slow their aging, extend their life well beyond its natural reach. It is not something you need concern yourself with. I've picked up stranger things in all my travels. Trust me.
Care to discuss that scroll of yours?
If you wish. It's, possible I was a little too quick to judge. A little too caught up in ceremony. It is a ritual, or if they be learned and... It is not something you need concern yourself with.
Okay.
I've picked up stranger things in all my...
Khalid's gift. Odd gift. While wearing Khalid's gift, Jaheira cannot be cursed. Nice.
A gift from my husband. I've had to renew parts over the years, but the heart remains the same as the day he gave it to me. Let us show them how it's done.
Is she wearing the gift now, right?
Let's get going.
Alright. I think that is all. There's traps here.
These boots have seen everything.
It's very cool that she has this hideout in the city of Baldur's Gate. The little guys here. This is beautiful. I mean, this game is so large, and I'm not even mad. I'm not mad. I'm going to be playing this game as much as there's content to be played. After this, I'll make an evil character, then I'll make like a paladin, then I'll make all sorts of things, man. The game is insane. Holy shit. I'll give my Shadow Heart back.
Speak. You're sure? Later then. I tell you not to get it.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. All right, some company wouldn't hurt on the road, especially if there's trouble.
Wait, did she say she wants spanking? Spanking? What? Oh! Okay, to answer, no, nobody said anything about spanking. But if you want me to repeat the line, I'll go to whoever I talk to, like Jahira?
I just trimmed you.
I'm confused. Let's go for a save 47.
Something. Yes, my friend. What do you feel? My ears closed. What does that mean?
Iron Fence. And the city is large. Geff Gerson.
Are you looking for ghosts too? Not sure what to make of it all, to be honest.
Gore Falojan.
If you're looking for ghosts, you can be sure there's absolutely none of those here.
Kiden?
Oh, gods. I can feel them all around me. Ghosts, like a horrible, slimy breeze.
And suspicious font.
Stand back! I can't have laymen disrupting the ephemeral intricacies of the spirit field.
What?
Some spirits do communicate in a rather obtuse manner. It could be inviting you to listen to a tale of its
More refugees, you can see the city gate there. Lug.
Pardon my singing. That lullaby's been stuck in my head since... Funny. I can't recall.
What? Grief Guardian Afara.
Welcome. The House of Grief lies just within. We are here to help. Greetings. Do you
Arvis.
seek help? You are in the right...
Wonderful little beast. Nimble as anything.
Investigation study demands appearance.
Oh, apologies. I was a captive audience. There was a squirrel in the tree. Marvelous creature. Inquisitive and nut-crazed.
You're falling over some tree vermin? Perhaps you've taken too much sun or wine.
Hmm? Oh, yes, perhaps. It's been... Well, I'm not quite sure how long it's been. You wouldn't happen to know where I live, would you?
What? seem confused. Taking a bump to the head lately, perhaps?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm as fit as a fiddle. It's just that certain things are eluding me.
This is more than a lapse, you sense. Something's been done to the man's memories.
Collect thoughts. See what you can learn from his thoughts.
The man's mind is a stream of fragmented thoughts, each brushed away by another before it can take purchase.
Marvellous day. Not a care in the world. Moira would have loved this garden. Wait, who's she?
Do you know someone called Moira?
Moira? Yes. No. I don't know. I think I remember a face, smiling, young, then older, then ill, then... No, I don't think so. You must be mistaken, friend. I don't know anyone by that name.
What do you remember?
Well, I remember I was sad. But in truth, I'm not quite sure what caused it. I'm not even sure I know what sad is anymore. And I came from that building over there. They were very nice to me, seemed very helpful. Though, for the life of me, I can't recall what I was doing there in the first place.
Is there anyone you can go to? Anyone who could help?
There must be, you would think. You know, I can swear there is someone, but their name escapes me. Hells, even their face escapes me. A figment of my imagination, perhaps. Oh, it will come back to me. Or not. I'm content enough here, in either case.
For so. Let's check this out of brief. Just see. Beautiful external area. Valerian flower. The surprising habits of Karaturian warlords. Let's go. A little bit more lore. Okay, this map. So this map, yeah, this map is going to... Is this the big one? That's the big one. Okay, this is like a 1 gigabyte map. Okay, it's loading. So this here is Faerun, right? Faerun. You can see the Moonshine Islands. Baldur's Gate is right here. See? Baldur's Gate. Now, this is known as Karatur. This whole region here. It's just like Europe, Asia. Asia has many subsections, sub-areas, but it's basically Asia, like all of it. And Europe, yeah, you have Germany and Portugal, but it's Europe. It's like Faerun, or like here, Faerun and Karatur, right? This is Faerun here, okay? Faerun, with different colors and everything. And Karatur is to the east. A curious self-help tome that claims to help those who have disappointed their elders. It seems to have been hastily printed and bound, and strikes an elderly harsh tone. Alas, poor reader, not everyone can improve themselves without the help of others. Some need the instruction of an elder, a steadying, authoritative hand that can mete out guidance and discipline in equal measure. Honor your elders, dear reader. Be mindful of their lessons, differential to their desires, and grateful for their discipline. Be of service to them, even when you think you are at odds with them. The book drones on, dispensing suspect advice that advocates for utter obedience, before imploring the reader to seek further help at the House of Grief. Okay. I still... no, I can pick up the book. It's a beautiful external area. Bicha roots. Bicha in Brazilian Portuguese is a slur for gay men. Literally. The exact same words. So, inner peace, path to perfection. A self-help book suggesting all depressive woes can be cured by drinking the oil of freshly grown olives. What?
Careful, I bite. Like a wraith. On the hunt. Let's keep to the shadows. Ready or not.
She won't let me. Fuck.
Just like old times. On tippy toes. Don't touch me.
A theft has been reported, and it seems you're the only suspect. Choose your
Really?
next step wisely.
Try to talk your way out of the situation. Deception. Excuse me, someone of my rank won't be disturbed by someone like you. I want my books.
You may have talked your way out of this one, but there will be no repeat performance.
Okay, I'll just send my books to the camp now.
Still breathing. Despite everything, have to keep going.
Need the list of properties donated to us by our guests. The counting house requires valuations.
At once.
Riftguard Wilbur.
Welcome, friend. Your burdens are soon to be made as light as a feather. Trust me.
Miri.
Welcome to the House of Grief. Or perhaps welcome is the wrong word, Shadowheart. There's been some debate whether you'd even show up and face the consequences of your actions. I assumed you tried to flee, like a craven.
Spare me your venom. I'm sure the Mother Superior will have plenty of her own.
All in due time.
I met a man who had been robbed of his memories. Your handiwork?
This is a place of healing. Anyone who partook in our methods did so willingly, and left with a smile on their face, freed from their troubles. Would you accuse a surgeon of robbing a tumor? I think not.
Wow. What's the name of the film? What's the name of the film? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, of course. What a great film. I don't like this. Okay, let us pass.
As I said, in due time. First, you submit to the mapping of the heart. Only then can we know what is to be done with you.
The mapping of the heart.
This is the House of Grief. We strive to help those whose hearts have grown heavy, be it with anger, melancholy, grief, or treachery. Submit to the mapping and reveal what lurks in your heart. If you consent, follow me. If you do not, leave. The House of Grief welcomes you and stands ready to ease your troubles.
There she goes.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Okay. And she came back. Moran.
You may enter.
And we have here cloistered budget.
The door. No more slacking, or I'll report you to her.
No need for that. Just needed to stretch my legs. Won't happen again.
A detailed budget breaks down the cloister's income and expenditure. One column are listed items such as donations, book sales, and profits from sale of memories. The next column includes supplies, bribes, and informal fees, poisons, and rare substances, and more. Next to one paltry offering in the income column, an angry note has been added in elegant script. Unacceptable. Dark Lady's Church cannot thrive on crumbs. Do better or be replaced. V. Well... Forging success. Self-help volume purporting to help those prone to deceit and insincerity. Let us speak plainly, dear reader. You may believe deception to be an art form, one that benefits you more than it harms you. But this is the worst lie of all, the self-deception that shall one day be your ruin. But how can you break the cycle? It can prove difficult to speak the truth when lies come so easily. Instead, perhaps do not speak at all. If you cannot be honest, then at least you can be silent.
To us by our guests. The counting house requires valuations.
If you cannot be honest, then at least you can be silent. Holy shit. The book continues on a great length, suggesting treatments pioneered by the House of Grief may help should self-improvement fail. Alrighty, and that's also going to be stolen. But I think I'll go. Quick save. Investigate the House of Grief. Habits of Patriarchs. Self-help book warning against the dangers of self-pleasure. I can't look at these books. Speak Your Laws and Patriarchs, a homegrown aristocracy. A self-help book explaining that true happiness begins with a tidy house and well-polished floorboards. Reading like an extremely brave or suicidal act of journalism, this scathing takedown of the Waduri. Okay, I read this before. We're seen in Dapper City. The Mountain is You, Unpublished Portents. Self-help book promoting the use of corporal punishment for naughty children. Unpublished Portents by Katie Lau Lockden. As a blend of aeromancy, the act of divining the future from atmospheric conditions, and hydromancy, divination through water, fog divination represents an experimental and as yet inconclusive praxis. Take the cases of Grey Harbor and Baldur's Gate. Soothsayers took to crafting masks from the dense milk-pale fog blanketing these places. The expressions on those masks indicating positive or negative outcomes in the lives of those who originally commissioned them. Now those banks of fog have retreated, presenting an intriguing omen all its own. All its own. At least nobody's looking at me.
What could you do?
A button. Exposed secret saintway? It's going to be large, isn't it? I love it. Mirror.
Still me. Even after everything.
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If
look like
Making me sweat.
me and she's lashing.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I think I might have hurt people here. Learned how to break their bodies. Their spirits quiet in here now. But it wasn't always so. Screams rang off these walls. I swear I can almost hear them.
If not over, then through.
Surgery kit, severed torso, severed pelvis, severed leg, severed foot, severed arm, syringe, coagulated blood, torture rack. Holy fucking shit. Holy crap. Oh my god. Interrogation in 3 levels. A manual for shower interrogators describing 3 levels of induced stress, emotional, physical, and lethal. Of induced stress, emotional, physical, and lethal. It emphasizes eliciting information over punishment and cautions the interrogator against becoming emotionally involved in the process, either sympathetically or sadistically. Alright, makes sense. Torture is never the way. Shabby wardrobe. Operate. I'm sorry. As usual.
Should be easy.
I've got a long road ahead. Very well.
Alright, we start here. We break the wall. Come back down again. And we have sharp. With purple, when many circles, circles representing the darkness. The unburdening. The volume describes the full process of unburdening in exact detail. Valuable targets are identified from those who seek out the services of the House of Grief. They are willing to pay, they proceed to the mapping of the heart, where the inquirer of grief will question them while discreetly probing their thoughts for anything that can be of use to the Lady of Loss. Following this, targets are ushered downwards to stand before the Mirror of Loss. Given the correct prompts by the inquirer of grief, the target will surrender memories to the mirror, for the benefit of all of Lady Shar's children. The same stroke, the mirror can remove memories of what they have seen in the cloister. Okay, we will... I'll restart. I'll explain and I'll restart. The volume describes the full process of unburdening in exact detail. Valuable targets are identified from those who seek out the services of the House of Grief. they are willing to pay, they proceed to the mapping of the hearts, where the Inquirer of Grief will question them while discreetly probing their thoughts for anything that can be of use to the Lady of Loss. Following these, targets are ushered downwards to stand before the Mirror of Loss. Given the correct prompts by the Inquirer of Grief, the target will surrender memories to the mirror, for the benefit of all of Lady Char's children. The same stroke, the mirror can remove memories of what they have seen in the cloister, as well as whatever they believe to be the source of their troubles. Then they can be turned loose, blissfully ignorant of the offering they made. Very cool, man. Give me this shit. So, I'm confusing and I'm making a trouble here because since the release of PoE, today is Sunday, right? Sunday morning in Brazil. The release of PoE, League, the new League, Trial of the Ancestors, was Friday 5 p.m. Like, almost 2 days ago. Since the release, so okay, my brother decided to visit the house by surprise. Exactly in the evening before the day of the release of PoE. And that is delightful because I get to see my brother, go out with him, and we get to spend some quality time, me, him, and my mother. But also kind of messed up my times. So this need of myself here that I needed to reread is because I'm really struggling here. I am going to do this. I'm going to respect my body. I'm going to sleep. And I'll wake up later today. I don't know how many hours I need more of sleep, but I need to be healthy. And I need to have like my attention span. This game is too great for me to be just like a zombie here clicking things. So I'll go to sleep and then I'll wake up and I'll catch up exactly from here. I'll save. Okay, a quick save will do. And then instead of starting in PoE, I start in Baldur's Gate and I go for some good hours, 5, 6, 4, 7, who knows. And then I transition to PoE and then I can do the large chunks of time. So, okay, sir. Thank you for being so comprehensive. Ricardo, there's so much strength from you, man. Seriously. Thank you so much. Everybody else that's been here is okay, when I'm so sleepy I can't talk. And this happens in Portuguese too, it's not that I'm just bad in English. Everybody that's been here, thank you all for being here. I hope that you've enjoyed whatever I have to show in PoE and the laughter with Ricardo and Chop before, and the great game the Baldur's Gate is. But worry not, in 4, 5, 6 hours sometime, I need some sleep. I'm going to be sleeping. And then since I showered before the stream, I'm going to have another shower. And I'll probably work out before the shower and probably eat. So yeah, count for like from 4 to 8 hours from now, I'll be coming back. But it's going to be Sunday. And then I'm going to go Sunday to Sunday evening, Brazilian, American evening, until early morning of Monday with a lot more Baldur's Gates and afterwards some Path of Exile. And then you're going to have some more fun. Thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoyed everything. Smile, drink water, be awesome. Check my YouTube, my Twitter. I hope that I see you later again. Bye. I cannot even say goodbye correctly. Bye. Bye, everybody. I'm very tired. Till next time, sir. Thank you.